always a good time for football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Young Kwaku has it all teed up, and we're off from Acrisure. Tank Bigsby here with the return. This makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He breaks a tackle, and he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and that's a Steelers 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Brought in by Jake Ferguson, and he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Baker now off the play fake. Connects with Wiley. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. This is Maffa. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it! The Cup free, up the middle, it's a breakaway! Reaches the 40, into the red zone. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2 points.
Well, partner, it's about the most unlikeliest score you're going to see. 6-2 out the gate. I don't think I've ever seen it. But you follow a touchdown with a block point after and a return, it's exactly what you get. And you actually see smiles on both sidelines as we get going.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now we'll pause for an injury that nobody wants to see. That is Travis Kelce in need of some assistance. on it was Saquon Barkley. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on. To see a potential run, but get in position to stop it behind the line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. The Colts are ready for the punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Takes it in at the 21. Some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. And it's caught. This is Phil Mafah. And he's brought down at the line.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Baker now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Once more, it's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So it's 2nd down coming up. Baker throwing again. Finds him over the middle. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Mafah has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense up to the line fast. It's Mafah again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
them back at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you gotta have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And got his man, that's a Pittsburgh touchdown! The Steelers get 6 more on their early advantage. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go to Barkley again. He's out in the clear. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They put a receiver in motion right. Going to the ground again on 1st. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Love now to throw. Short pass brought in, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Ethan Evans on that a punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Flush down out to his left. That throw finds Ayuk along the outside. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll try it left with Chandler. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Finds his man Gray. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Love throwing on 4th. That one's caught by Mooney. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. They motion the tight end over. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Barkley again here on 2nd. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give up the gut to Chandler. And he bowls through the defense for a touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fields the hard squib kick. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. This is Maffa. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Mayfield will look to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll run. This is Maffa. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 11, and it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
First down, and they go right back to him. Tries to power through him, and the ball is loose! Oh, the Colts got to it first! Now, no return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Love now, off the play action. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts. Handoff headed right, Barkley. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Love out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the... Oh, and they fake it. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers. Taking over on offense. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now here's Mayfield. Brought in by Hooper. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Baker to throw. Throw finds his back, Maffa. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Working quickly here. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. It's complete, play made by Kupp. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Mafah. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Myers to add the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Ty Johnson now to return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. First throw for the backup now. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. From the gun, Levis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Marcus Williams has it. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head, they went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
On the carry, it's Mafah. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Baker. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Demario Davis. And the Colts get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. He's going deep this time. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our 1st half. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. On 1st down, here's Levis. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Nick Bolton has it. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Byron Murphy picks it.
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Levis to the air now. Hits him on the in route. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They give to Barkley, left side. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled on the play by one of the linemen, Omar Norman-Lott.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Keeping it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Toss play to Barkley. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
Trying down the middle with Chandler. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll stick with Chandler. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Play action, Levis. That's completed right side. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Colts. They'll run now with Chandler. And he will score! Touchdown, Indianapolis! The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Bigsby with the return. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. Incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Jones trying again now on second and 10. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. Oh, the Colts got to it first.
This exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense and they're going to give you a shot at it, punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Colts capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Colts take a 4-point lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Bigsby with the return. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Dumps it off to his running back. Well, these drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. The Steelers calling their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. On fourth down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now a give, it's Chandler headed left. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Play fake, now Levis to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First down, a run with Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Tight end going in motion here. On second down, here's Barkley. Has a big hole left. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. So we're through 3 here. It's the Colts who hold the lead. Not a big one, though. Trying to carry this one through the final whistle. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Running left, this is Barkley. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Throwing is Levis on 3rd down. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Bigsby with the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Nice effort here, they're gonna tackle him just shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play fake, Jones. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. No run, this is Maffa. Breaks the tackle, still going. And this one's gonna wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. That's the 1st and more inside the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
He's got it over the middle. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's another for him. And this is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I get it in baseball. That 27th out, it's just different than the other 26. And these 100 yards and these inches right near the goal line, well, they're the toughest to get. And this defense, give them some credit, man. Put a gold star by that.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So up comes Mayfield and his offense. They're going for 2. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points. Mayfield's going to look to throw this. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Levis. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
2nd and 8. A throw right side finds Kupp. He's still going at the 30. Down to the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Myers to add the PAT. Extra points sent in through the rain. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. On the play fake, it's Levis. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Denzel Ward makes the play. Has room down the left sideline. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
One after up and good for Myers. And the Steelers lead by 15 now. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. After that pick, here's Levis. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Julian Love. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Baker. Gobbled up on the right side, that's Ayuk. And they take him down right along the 30.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
They pitch it out to him here. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate, and now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They run it again with Bigsby. Jukes out a 1-stop, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. As that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down, he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers close to picking up their 5th win. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. That one good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They're going to pass it here. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Myers to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Steelers grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Levis now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Another try following the sack. Vacates quickly left side. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he is on 3rd and long, trying to push it deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there.